Namaste to all you cosmic souls. Welcome to today's reading. It is going to be a reading for the full moon happening on June 24th. If you've already read the title, you would probably know that as well. So I feel like there's going to be a lot about your significant other, a person you're looking forward to meeting, and marriage for some reason. So if you are connecting to that or wanting to know answers about that, keep your questions in mind. And please know that this is a general reading and it is not a personal reading. So there will be a lot of answers for a lot of people for the collective energies. So for some, everything may resonate, and for some, you may need a deeper guidance. So take only what resonates with you. So starting off, the energy is coming as you are letting go of a big phase of your life. You are letting go of something that has had a very strong meaning for you. It has also had a very strong impact on your life. Now you are slowly beginning to let that go. And as you let that go, you're turning the caterpillar into the butterfly. So you shed the old skin to come into a butterfly who can now fly away to any place that you want to and do absolutely anything. Now this is going to take some time before it happens, Cleo. So this is going to take some time before it happens, before it completely occurs into physical reality. Right now it is just in the creation and manifestation stage. So this is where your choices matter. All the choices that you make matter in this decision. You are abundant. You are safe to take any risks at this time. You are safe to take any decisions, important decisions for your financial status, for growing your finances especially. You are safe. And if you are wondering if you are loved or you're ever going to find someone to love you or for yourself to love, yes, this is absolutely true and you definitely are. Okay, this person is your significant other, a person who you can rely on, a person that allows you to grow further and become the best version of your truest self. Now we will be doing a twin flame reading which will be linked in the description box down below, so you can look forward to that as well. All right. Now anything else that we need to hear and know? This is a transformative phase, so you have a lot of old energy, maybe a lot of ego and pride as well for some of you that you are shedding at this point of time. If you hear any weird sounds of movement at the back, that's my cat playing, so please don't mind that. So while you are shedding this old skin, you may come across as an angry person. A lot of inner conflicts may come about that you throw off on others. You may not even know this. So make sure to journal, make sure to sit and meditate with yourself. See how you are planning each day out or going through each day, and how you feel every day, how you feel every moment of every day. Is there something that you want to continue? Is there something that you feel that is not right but you're doing anyway? Is there something that you feel like you could do better at this point of time? Right? So these are some things that you need to keep in mind throughout this reading. And this letting go, as I said, is very important for the full moon. Actually, I don't know if I said it, but full moon is about letting go of the older energies. So we have a lot of energy coming through here, but most of your energy seems kind of drained out, something that you need to grow out of, or grow into rather. Yes, you are growing into this new energy. This is something that you should look forward to, and you probably are already looking forward to this as well. Getting guidance cards for this. So this is something that you have to work hard for, right? So shedding the old energy is not as simple as it sounds. You're not just shedding it. It takes a lot of time. It takes maybe 1 minute every day or 2 minutes every day, once in the morning, once in the night, whatever you can do to release these older energies that do not serve you any longer. You need to work for it. You need to work towards it. And if you're sure that this is what you want, then make sure you make a commitment towards it to allow it to happen. Okay, so I think we know what this whole reading is going to be about. So we do have the Eight of Cups reversed here. So you are walking from something, and for some of you it may be really easy because you feel like this phase is just done. It's not something I need to stay in any longer, right? But for others it could be really hard to walk away from your old life, from the people you were close to, from the things that you may have done until today. So there are a lot of things you need to come over, move over, and a lot of new things that you may need to personally create at this point of time. We next have the Hermit here, and this card is asking you to take a step inward, to take a step inside. Any emotions you're feeling, put it into little bubbles. If you've watched any of my other videos, you would have heard me saying that as well. Put your emotions into little bubbles, sit in your sacred space, in a space that you find calming, and from there observe your emotions from that standpoint, right? So that's what you're doing. You're observing your emotions from a standpoint and not allowing it to affect you, because you are not your emotions. Your emotions are a part of you. Don't make hasty decisions. Partnership is coming through. A long-term partnership or relationship is coming through, and there may be 3 people involved. So it could be talking to the parents about your future life, about your future partner, right? So there could be some kind of conflict in this partnership, where or how it is moving forward, but this is not something that should affect your partnership as such. Let's get a guidance card for this. Okay, so basically it's not going to be a conflict, but you may be feeling that it's going to be a conflict, and that's why you're not taking a step towards it. But the thing is that you need to take a step towards it, because that is what is really going to help you. You need to move forward in the right direction, and unless you take a step towards it, nothing is going to come out of it, right? So you are the Queen of Cups. You do own your own destiny. You can choose the directions you need to move towards, right? So I feel like most of you just want to sit and watch, right? You want to sit from a certain space and watch everything happening. You want things just happening your way, but at the same time you're looking at it and you want something else. The life that you have right now is probably not the life that you had set out for yourself, and this is what you are letting go of as you walk into this new reality. Use this full moon to its fullest to walk into this reality. We also have the King of Pentacles, which is saying that your significant other is not just going to walk towards you, so don't take it for granted. So when the opportunity comes, grab onto it, because that is for you. It is headed in your direction, and it is coming for you itself and nobody else. So don't let your ego and pride get in the way of you saying yes or no. Listen to the person and observe the person's energy before you make any certain choice. We next have the Three of Winter. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation, and sadness will heal with time. So if there is a reason of you not being able to accept new people into your life, it could be that there are certain blockages that you may have created within yourself. Now use this time to clear out of those blockages and move into this new form of energy, right? So reach out to a therapist or anybody who you think will be able to comfort you in any possible way. You will also grow stronger from everything that is happening at this point of time. Now, there will be there may be a lot of forgiving that is involved in this, because you are releasing past hurts and you're healing a lot of misunderstandings. You're growing stronger from this particular challenging situation, and you can this could also be you being there for other people who are in need of your services, or the person that you are. We next have the Five of Springs. So this says that opposing goals are arising from different opinions. So meaning that this could be a conflict between you and the partner, as we were speaking about, right? Remember that this is not exactly an issue as such. You're just looking at it as an issue. So maybe it is time to change your perspective against it. So you may feel at odds with others or yourself even, right? And these people or you could be really overly ambitious, and when a person becomes overly ambitious, you are going overboard into what you can actually plan for yourself. So you're setting very high expectations for yourself itself, and it's becoming a little hard for you to keep up with that energy, with that strength of energy, right? So you need some opportunities to grow, which means that you need to create these opportunities for yourself. Okay, so more often than not, it's the little things that can drive you crazy. You have this you need to get clear about what does and does not matter, so that you can decide what actually you are feeling opposed about. Set aside these small items that won't advance your goal, or delegate them to someone else who isn't bothered by the detail of the work, right? So basically what you need to do is, if you have really high goals, separate your work into different people, so that they can help you out into going further in your goal. Next, we have the Prince of Spring. So this is talking about your significant other, or could even be yourself. Let's see. Okay, so this is a charming, a self-confident person, a passionate person who can also be restless at times. So this is a person who likes to take immediate action. Like, if I feel like it, I want to do it now. I want to complete it right now. Okay, so this is a challenge that you can successfully manage. And if this is a passionate relationship, I mean, if the relationship that we have been speaking about is a passionate relationship, then it is very easy to overcome these issues, problems, or whatever it is that is disturbing you at this point of time. Now let's read a little more into the Prince of Spring. Okay, so this also could be a person who wants to see everything, do everything, experience everything. And of course, if there's a lull in the action at the moment, you may find yourself with a very bored person. So a person who likes spontaneous action, something always happening, no stagnant energy, then obviously this person is going to feel bored and just like, I don't know what to do now. There's no challenge in my life. There's no excitement, right? So this person can get grumpy due to that, and this person can become really impatient. So it's hard for him or her to really relax and kick back when there's so much to accomplish out there in the world. There's so many opportunities in front of this person. They just want to hop on a horse or a rabbit, I think here, and just go towards the goal, right? So as you see on this card, the prince is riding this Rabbits, so moving quickly from one adventure to another adventure. Rabbits are known particularly active in the springtime, which is why it says Prince of Spring, right? So maybe you have a desire for adventure, so take an adventure ride, take some risks, right? But make sure that your impatience doesn't get in the way of your life, in the way that you are looking to move towards. What else do you need to hear and know for the full moon coming on June 24th? We have here work through your fears. So, all the fears that you are bottling up inside you, allow them to come out and begin to accept them, begin to see them for what they are, because your commitment is being tested. How committed are you to your practice? How committed are you to your daily rituals, your daily things that you do need to do every day, your work, your school, your studies, your husband, your wife? How committed are you? This is what your commitment is being challenged about during this time, right? And if you are scared about something, commit to your fear, accept your fear, and allow it to slowly fade away as time passes. Writing your fears down and saying, yes, this is my fear, but now I am ready to let it go. We have a share up here, the Ace of Emotion. It is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, and your current relationship will experience a reawakening. It is also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. I feel this is not only for a significant other. Of course, a lot of cards do symbolize a significant other, but here I feel like along with that, it can also be a passion project, as we saw somewhere something about passion. Okay, this, yes. So a passion project, right? So this could also be about your passion project. Your open heart will allow you to create with love and ambition, and all of the energy will be put into that completely as you grow into this new energy. So, overall, this is about letting go of the old energies and allowing the new energies to come in, as we do every full moon. But this is particularly about letting something really hard go, going into yourself, within yourself, and observing yourself from outside to see who you really are, and release the parts of you that are not. This is Cleo. Say hi. That are not serving you in your highest purpose. All right, so this is all we have for today. I hope you all enjoyed the reading. If you all want to watch the twin flame reading, it is linked in the description box down below, as well as probably on the screen as well. So that's it. If you'd like a personal reading, please visit my website. It is linked in the description box down below in my Linktree quick links. So that is all for today. I hope you liked this video. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Namaste.